Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me, hi, I'm Leonard, and as you guys already know by the title, today I'm going to be reading popular BookTok books that I should have read like a decade ago and that I haven't read. But this video is like my make it or break it moment, so if I don't read these books in this video, I'm never going to read them. Like, never, ever, ever, ever. The books that I have to read this week are The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, that I've been putting off ever since I read Circe, which I hated, so yeah, I'm a bit scared. And then I also have Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I have It Ends With Us by Miss Colleen Hoover. And finally, I have The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think I'm going to start maybe with It Ends With Us. So let's just go. And yeah, I'm excited but a little bit nervous, but let's just go. Like 60, maybe 60% through it. It Ends With Us. My thoughts thus far. So, it isn't as bad as I thought it would be, but it's still pretty awful. If that book was a person, I would block them on Instagram. But yeah, I mean, just they annoy me a little. It's just. And I think that maybe because I know like the plot twist that's happening, maybe that's also ruining my experience, but like it's not being a good experience. I don't think that even if I didn't knew the plot twist, that it would be an enjoyable experience. Maybe it would be a little bit less painful, but still not a really enjoyable thing. But yeah, either way, I'm planning on finishing that book tomorrow morning, and then either start The Song of Achilles or maybe The Seven Husbands. I'm thinking maybe The Seven Husbands. I finished finally It Ends With Us, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I had like a pre-made idea that it was going to be awful. It was bad. I'm going to say that it was bad, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and so I gave it 2.5 stars. But I read like the final part. After the epilogue, there's a part like, it's not the acknowledgements part, but it's like a note from the author, from Colleen Hoover, and that made me up it to 3 stars. So It Ends With Us has a final rating of 3 stars. And now I read like the first pages of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I'm hoping to finish by tomorrow. like 30-ish% through with The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, And I kept putting off this book because I thought that I would hate it, but I am addicted, like I am hooked. I'm loving it this far.
And to think that for you I would have put it all on hold. Now I'm playing in the sand till
Hi guys, so I have just finished The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and I need a moment to process. I mean, I knew the majority of the things that were going to happen, but it was all a bit too much. I've started The Song of Achilles, which I was so nervous about because I read Circe maybe like almost 2 years ago, and I hated it so bad. Like, it was awful. It took me ages to get into the story. I only got into the story at like the last 50 pages or something. I was so bored reading that book. But now I am on page 53 of The Song of Achilles. I did skim a few parts on the beginning. Like, I was reading, but I wasn't, and then I just didn't want to go back. But now I'm into it, which I am really surprised. I kind of know how this ends, kind of don't know. But yeah, let's just continue. Hi guys, so like I'm on page 92 of The Song of Achilles. Now I'm just bored again. I have like these huge feelings at the end of this book. So I am on page 211 of The Song of Achilles, and it's like I don't know if I love this book or if I hate it. Sometimes I'm never really like gripped, but I'm just like constantly reading. I don't know if you can see like the tears like still drying on my face, but I finally finished The Song of Achilles. I was just bored. Like, I wanted it to be done like as fast as possible. It's not a book that I would say I would recommend unless you like Greek mythology, history, something like that, because if you don't, then I would not recommend this book. It wasn't as boring and as hard to get through as Circe was, but it was still boring. So I am 69% through with Love in Other Words, which means I have exactly 1 hour and 32 minutes to finish. And I don't know how I feel about this book. I don't really feel any connection. I'm just reading. I don't feel any emotion. Like, I don't care. I just want to know what happened. 87%, and I think I'm going to find out what happened. So I'm going to record my reaction, kind of. I have a theory. Yeah, we'll see.
to gold, Midas hands, but we all grow old. Can't have my soul, let my heart turn stone. Guess I gotta say it twice, it ain't my fault. Every little thing got a price, that's what I.
I knew it, and I'm not surprised at all. But I'm going to continue reading.
Got space to be thinking about growing older, done my thinking, me and you, yeah, guess it's over.
I finished. Final thoughts on Love in Other Words. I was not really hyped, but kind of really hyped about that book for two reasons mainly. First of all, I had just read The Song of Achilles, and that book was really not my style. That Greek mythology, Greek retelling thing, not really my style. The language was a little bit harder to read, and so I was excited to get back into a more easygoing and more easy reading book. And then also because that book is just so hyped. My favorite YouTubers love that book, 5 stars. And so I was just like, okay, let me see what the hype's about. I don't get it. Like, please explain to me the hype. Did I cry? Yes, I did. But I'm a crier. I don't cry like normally, but with books and movies and series and whatever, I cry, and I cry a lot. So yeah, is it normal that I cried? Yes, it is. Does that mean that the book is good? No, it does not. To finally conclude this video, I read 4 popular BookTok books that I hadn't read, but that I should have read like 100 years ago. I'm going to tier rank, the last one being the worst and the first one being the best, of these like popular BookTok books that I read that I should have read like maybe 100 years ago. So at the bottom, I think I'm going to put this book. I'm going to put Love in Other Words on the bottom. Next, The Song of Achilles. Next, It Ends With Us. And finally, the best book I read like this year so far, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I love that book. I can't wait to start reading Daisy Jones and the Six, to watch the show. I can't wait for the movie to come out. I'm super hyped about, like, I was really dreading starting to read Taylor Jenkins Reid, but now, like, bring it on. I'm ready. But yeah guys, that's it. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on my social media. The links are down below, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!